High above the mortal coil, beyond the veil of the shifting clouds and the shimmering firmament of the stars, lies Indraloka. It is a realm of golden spires, gardens of wish-fulfilling trees, and the constant hum of celestial music. Here, the devas dwell in splendor, bathed in the nectar of immortality. Yet, even in this paradise, the cosmic scales of Dharma are prone to shifting. Great power, when sought with a clouded heart, often manifests as a shadow that seeks to swallow the light of the heavens themselves. Deep within the dark, jagged caverns of the netherworlds, a penance began that would tremble the foundations of the universe. Tarakaksha, an Asura of immense pride and relentless ambition, resolved to humble the king of gods. He stood upon a single toe, his arms raised toward the heavens, his breath controlled by the iron discipline of 1,000 years of tapas. He offered his own flesh as a burnt offering to Brahma, the creator.
O lotus-born Lord, creator of all that breathes and all that is still. My suffering is the fuel for my devotion. My blood is the libation for your glory. Grant me the boon that no sword of Deva, no thunderbolt of Indra, and no gale of Vayu shall ever pierce my skin. Grant me the invulnerability that shall make me the master of the three worlds.
Brahma, bound by the eternal laws of creation to grant the fruits of absolute penance, appeared before the Asura in a radiance that dimmed the very suns.
Rise, Tarakaksha. Your devotion has scorched the very boundaries of space and time. I grant you your wish. No weapon wielded by the dwellers of the heavens shall end your life. Go, and let your actions be guided by the light of wisdom, for power without Dharma is but a path to ruin.
Emboldened by his invincibility, Tarakaksha ascended from the depths. He marched upon the gates of Indraloka, his shadow casting a darkness that blighted the celestial gardens. The nectar of the gods turned bitter, and the celestial damsels fled in terror. Indra, the king of heaven, sat upon his throne, his Vajra weapon pulsing with the electricity of 1,000 storms. He looked upon the invading Asura, knowing that the laws of the universe were being pushed to their breaking point.
You dare tread upon the soil of the immortals, Asura? Your ego has grown so large that it obscures the cosmic order. You have sought power to conquer, not to serve. Know that while your boon protects you from the sharpness of steel, it does not protect you from the consequence of your own arrogance. Your throne is mine, Indra. Your thunderbolt is a toy, a mere spark against the armor of my resolve. Brahma has spoken, and his word is the law of the cosmos. Step aside, or be trampled under the weight of a new reign.
Indra unleashed the Vajra. The sky fractured as if a mountain had been shattered. Lightning surged, arcs of white-hot energy slamming into the chest of Tarakaksha. Yet, the Asura did not fall. He stood unmoved, laughing as the divine electricity dissipated against his skin like harmless dew. Emboldened, Tarakaksha began to dismantle the architecture of Indraloka. He tore the golden pillars from the palace and cast the jewels of heaven into the void. The balance of the cosmos began to tilt, the heavens groaned under the weight of his unrighteous malice. Indra, realizing his own strength was insufficient against the specific nature of the boon, turned his gaze to the swirling currents of the atmosphere.
O Vayu, Lord of the winds, breath of the universe, hear your brother. The heavens are being undone by a creature of iron will and clouded mind. The balance of Dharma is faltering. Come forth, for even the strongest armor is useless against the breath that sustains all life.
A great roar resonated through the ether. It was not a sound of destruction, but of movement, of transformation. Vayu, the divine wind, manifested as a towering pillar of translucent light, his form shifting like a gale moving through a field of wheat. He descended upon the battlefield of Indraloka, his presence cooling the heated air of Tarakaksha's tyranny.
Indra, you have fought well, but you have fought with the hardness of a warrior. This Asura seeks to define himself by what cannot pierce him, forgetting that he is made of the very elements he defies. Tarakaksha, you seek to rule the heavens while you have ignored the wind that keeps your heart beating. Vayu, you are but air. You are invisible, formless, and weak. You cannot touch me, for I am beyond the reach of the gods. I am not here to strike you, Asura. I am here to remind you of your nature. You believe your skin is your protection, but you have forgotten that the universe is a cycle of breath. What comes in must go out. What is given must be surrendered.
Vayu began to inhale. The air of Indraloka began to swirl into a vortex of unimaginable intensity. The surrounding atmosphere vanished, pulled into the lungs of the Lord of the Winds. Tarakaksha looked on in confusion, then in realization, as the air around him grew thin. He struggled to breathe. His armor, His skin, his very internal organs relied upon the oxygen of existence, the very element that Vayu commanded.
Stop. You are suffocating the three worlds. If you take all the air, the devas and mortals alike will perish. This is against the order of life. You speak of order now, after you have sought to destroy the very home of the gods. You sought to use a boon to become a vacuum of greed. If you will not yield, then you shall learn that the boon of the Creator does not save one from the necessity of the breath that sustains the soul. You are invulnerable to weapons, yes, but you are not immune to the void.
The Asura fell to his knees. The arrogance that had fueled his ascent now burned in his lungs like fire. He had sought to become the master of existence, but he had forgotten that he was merely a participant in it. As the air grew ever thinner, the golden spires of Indraloka ceased their trembling. The celestial beings watched in silence, witnessing the ultimate truth, that no amount of divine power can compensate for the absence of humility.
Brother Vayu, stay your hand. His pride is already broken. If he dies of suffocation, the cycle of his penance remains incomplete. Let him serve his remaining time in exile, stripped of the influence he so desperately craved. It is well, King of Gods. The wind must always circulate.
Vayu released the breath of the world. A gentle breeze swept through Indraloka, washing away the traces of the Asura's madness. Tarakaksha, humbled and gasping for the life-giving air he had once taken for granted, retreated into the shadows of the lower realms, his path changed by the realization that even the strongest armor is but a shell, and the true power lies in the rhythm of the life force itself. The heavens returned to their serenity, and the gods sang of the day when the wind taught the Asura that Dharma is the only armor that truly endures. This tale of the gods and the cosmic wind reminds us that power is a test, and pride is the shadow that warns us of our own fragility. If you found the wisdom of the ancient Vedas and the majesty of Indraloka inspiring, please show your support by hitting the like button. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more journeys into the heart of Hindu mythology and the epic sagas that define our existence. Your support keeps the stories of the gods alive for the generations to come. This epic narrative explores the balance of Dharma, the consequences of ego, and the divine wisdom hidden within the elements of existence. It is a timeless lesson on why no mortal or demon can ever truly rule over the natural laws of the universe.